Hey, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay.
You're back. Good.
With the strike at
What
the
can I help
harbor.
you? Of course.
Why would this gamma?
Mr. Clare told him to... How did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
That's not cool.
Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the Union.
Did you put the scabs in the gate?
The scabs? You...
Don't let her answer it herself.
Let's call them strike breakers. You put them there, right?
To answer your question, yes, they were organized by Wild Pines. The contractors picked them up from Jamrock and drove them over. This is standard practice. The company reserves the right to man its stations.
What do you think of Everard?
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first.
Really?
Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
If you were to prick him with something sharp, you could see it oozing out. A knife, maybe? No, a rapier.
He's not that bad.
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
I remember him saying about Edgar.
Have you seen him?
No.
Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does. And when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over. It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see.
Oh.
With a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
What about the union itself?
The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organized labor at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, we are forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother. And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
An effective advocate for the rights of local working men.
Why do you think so?
They're good labor men. Can't fault them for a little corruption.
Ha! A real man of the left. What else can I tell you about?
What? Something else happened in the elections?
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Disappear?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore. Or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
This forewoman, her name?
Her name?
Sadly, the company records do not even give a name. She's just forewoman in private correspondence. Holly. I don't even know if it's a sir or given name. And I don't have access to the Union's files.
Some kind of extortion, probably.
Indeed. The company suspects foul play, but there's nothing they could do. It was a Union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
Of course. How else can I help? I fear I've told you all I know. The sailors sold quite a few.
What name?
Then he made Revachol.
You...
I can't. Is there anything else I can help you with? Of course. Anything to help. I have an indirect role to play. Absolutely.
Who are they?
Rene. They wear
So...
the story he was take nothing. It's a
What is the name?
whether to execute one.
It'll be all of them. The decision is already made.
Maybe you guys should
You're
team up.
joking. If you don't pin,
The débardeur...
have you ever seen?
The Serai's giant hornet, the world's second largest insect.
Oh, hey, cool. We got a new encyclopedia thing from that. And more experience.
A group of 30 can decimate an entire hive of 20,000 bees in less than 4 hours.
Thank you, encyclopedia.
These men work in town.
The muzzle loaders,
As I said, a bloodbath.
I think it's
Doesn't
inevitable.
one single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, a good one, and they've gone to. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes, ghetto savages. You're likely to run. That's wise. Our goal is to avert catastrophe. I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help,
You helped me find my gun.
stupendous. I didn't think he'd pull through.
No need to flash a gun around to say you have it now. Thank God.
Thank God. And indeed, Mr. Everard as well. In this investigation, one may have use for a firearm. You wouldn't want to get caught with your pants down.
Yes, you open the door.
Feral, you mean?
No, like a real door.
the lieutenant does not say anything, but you hear the nylon of his jacket rustle as he looks at you.
I scared him if it was Claire. Yeah. Gotta be done. Every case.
That's good to hear, Detective.
Frankly, what was done... I advise you to be very selective with what information you choose to share. This may have consequences beyond our line of sight.
Yes. That's
All right.
what you've said is quite enough. Of course, Detective. You can always drop by later, should something come. What would you like to know? Good. More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead. A bird? Or two. A pre-revolutionary tenement.
Okay.
Buildings are called tenements, you see.
Alright.
This one used to be
Who lived here?
mostly splat.
Oh, of course.
Could be wrong, but
Wonderful.
Of course, Cindy.
Glad to have been of assistance. A little.
just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Just an ordinary wall. Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Yeah. Why?
Why must we stop to look at...
Alright. Alright then, so
Hello again, sir.
all I have left to do now is let's interview the Kuno, so we can get some information on what's going to happen here.
The tracks are as they have ever been. A bit more worn, perhaps.
Fuck does Kuno care?
We haven't known anything about missing locusts, right?
No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about books.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
Shut up, see.
Now they're gonna take you to lame prison!
Just tell what happened.
Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up.
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
There's definitely something going on here. Remember his pig's head shack? You should check it out.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air. The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds of mud, dotted with little holes for windows.
Well, detective, it appears you've solved the case.
Ah, so the locusts were in here the whole time. Interesting.
Of the locusts. For the missing locust case, which is a sub-case of the imaginary insect case. So at least that's going well.
Yes, precisely what I was thinking.
Yes. I feel we are nearing a real breakthrough.
Oh, we should get Kuno about this. Going to stop.
I'll let you handle the Kuno side of things. You are doing just fine.
Fuck does Kuno care?
I know it took the locusts and the traps the cryptozoologists set up.
Yeah. Kuno took the books. So what?
You say they don't care, but then go build a whole bug town.
It's not Bugtown. It's the city of locusts. Locusts aren't just bug shit. They come out of the sky like a fucking shadow. Shit descends.
Stop!
You stop. It's like their fucking night. Locust City, Night City, City of Rage.
The girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort. The lameness is causing her physical pain. The damage may be permanent.
City of Rage sounds like a cool place. What are you, some kind of artist now?
Maybe I am.
That's great. Cool to make art.
Oh my god, Kuno! He's gonna make you totally lame in, like, 3 seconds! Don't let him, Kuno!
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free. Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make
Nice
himself into a
kid.
pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno! You'll have to take me away!
In it, you hear snow melting, dripping from the eaves. Someone closing a window.
Me and Kuno have discussed this. I promised I wouldn't do that.
I don't believe you!
For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face.
I need you to stop taking locusts from the traps. The cryptozoologists are trying to find something very important. The locusts are bad.
I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now. C was right.
The girl's face appears again, above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno.
So what does the save locus even mean?
It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit. Build shit when he's zipping hard. Fuck. Pig, you really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all fucking lame.
Alright. So what's up with the locusts anyway?
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die.
That settled, I'll bury off.
The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
The Insulidon Phasmid.
Huh. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit.
As you leave, you notice his usual rooster-like swaying posture has changed. Slowed down, like clockwork unwinding.
Still here, stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
Oh, that's the Headless Phone Rider.
Who?
The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head. 50 cents. Bargain price. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it, or something. That part of the story has many interpretations. Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
Interesting.
Big men on big.
Were they?
They're not all
uniforms.
These figurines.
Looks like Rene, the old guy swinging behind the Heek.
This is what the loyalists looked like, yes, at first. Then they wised up and got camouflage.
Which
Are these
one?
loyal shoulders?
Ah, those. Yes, they are.
Alright.
The boomboxes on the shelf look. One especially catches your eye.
Stereo 8.
Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Shocking, the Stereo 8 proofs machine here.
Is the Harman Welsh W2. Made in Vespa. Designed in Seoul. Plays all reel-to-reel format. 2mm, 8mm.
What I really want to know is, could this device come in handy in my police work?
If police work means playing tapes, sure. You can use it for that.
Alright.
Here you are. Quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything.
Great.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Alright.
Wow, a very large red t-shirt with an impressive print stands out from the other garb
Oh yeah.
The print depicts a muscled man striding towards
That's a rad Man from Hyundai t-shirt you got there.
encircled by burning embers. Behind him is a cluster of cabins engulfed in flames. Beneath him are the words, Hyundai burning.
Hell yeah, man. I don't usually carry printed tees, but this one was just pure exemplar.
Oh, I'm a big Man from Hyundai fan too.
I wouldn't go so far as to say that I'm a fan, but I do think the Hyundai saga is an integral part of our shared reality. Most people don't think that the man from Hyundai really existed, but they're wrong. I mean,
You mean he had to have existed?
Hyundai didn't exist before the adventure novels. The stories have made it so that he has. It's simple, really.
Okay.
You sound skeptical. It's not that complicated. All that's required is a more robust understanding of cause and effect. Besides, I've been to Kotla, though not quite as far north as the Hyundai, and watched northern lights travel across the sky. Very unique, energetic tides there.
Stop talking about this nerd stuff. It will make you weedy. Buy the damn shirt already. It's powerful.
How much is selling it for?
Yeah,
That's dirt cheap.
Cool, I'll think about it.
you should.
Alright,
Welcome to Hyundai, officer.
awesome. Alright. Yeah, no one's gonna take your authority seriously if you're wearing the Man from Hyundai shirt. I understand that. Now you have the boombox. Equip this to play tapes. Sweet.
There are clothes.
Don't be shy.
How about some premium class? You find your hat. The box smells.
Economical, but also trendy. Look firsthand.
Something worth salvaging with
Something
composure.
cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says, but also wind. Summer. 100% waterproof. And sport. This jacket is the apex. The moment at practical, and yet it may deaden your senses to the world around you. Possibly because of the awful typeface.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you.
I could buy right now, but I'll take that later.
The speakers.
The speakers,
Go over and ask him about
sneakers.
a pair of dedicated, victorious, sporty. These
Oh, Fallen.
Sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the latest Fallen.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Super Air.
The speakers instead.
A small heat emboss on the veneer reads, Solidarity Aid from the People's Republic of Samara. The speakers themselves don't seem to display any magical qualities.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers.
But I already looked at the sneakers.
Then look at them again. These are the premium lifestyle sneakers, officer. The best on the market.
Alright. And this be...
Shine on the...
Stylish shades, huh? They'd be even more stylish if you paid for them with net worth. Go over and ask.
Alright, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Yeah, whatever.
Stylish shades, huh?
Okay. Water blue shades.
Oh, very interesting choice, officer. Very high culture.
This is how a sea monster sees the world. You've become a sea monster, Harry. Giant, hidden, and strangely tender at heart. All is blue. Alright, but these actually make your vision worse.
Yeesh.
It's like literally being underwater.
Wow, officer. You look so cool. And they can be yours for a mere 3 real. My regular customers have passed them all up because they've got no taste. But you found them.
The lieutenant tilts his head and steps back, eyes narrowed in a thorough examination.
You look like a musician. Like a blind musician. But you could do worse. Take them if you want.
Sure, why not?
A man who knows his style. Much respect.
So what do these get me? Well, okay.
That's one brutal motor carriage.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
Who are you people?
I'll tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches, flow bears, or skulls.
Interesting.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches. On the contrary.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the skulls yet.
Who are the skulls?
So, what kind of cop are you?
No, I really don't.
The skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertne.
Besmertine, or the Besmati, the Immortals, are West Riversholian crime syndicates.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus operandi.
If a
Non-verbal.
skull spots you, he will pull out his dagger and stab you with
Oh, that makes it more
voice is
sense.
Calm as usual, a testament to the violence and death he's witnessed through the sight of his firearm.
That Kim Kitsuragi is very experienced, alright.
Jamrock. Or you can find them loitering around the brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
No, they really aren't. It's porno tuning. Say no to the porno.
You ever seen the skull?
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
Yeah, a true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
Oh, we're about to get into a thought projection. Okay.
The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
Who's Van Eyck?
Old man, it doesn't matter. You'll be long gone before his greatness is recognized.
A young woman kneels on a sheet of ice, as if looking for something lost ages ago. She bends until her right ear touches the frozen.
So you're saying I'm an old
She
man.
listens to it crack, slowly.
Yep, old as fuck.
Yeah, man. It's like at death's door. No wonder you know nothing about the future. You won't be there.
Why aren't there more skulls in Martinez then?
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
Don't you worry about that. We're gonna make up for the deficit.
Yeah, we are.
Are you part of the Skulls or not?
We're not franchise Skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them.
I wish the organization would accept you, though.
Because we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see.
Ah, you'll see for sure once we're in. It's the last thing you'll ever see before the void consumes you.
You don't feel very scared.
Are you? So, a Skull would say that.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're only saying practice things for now, so we don't mean no harm to the Skulls brand, or to you.
This is definitely something the Skulls would say, but we're not trying to encroach on the Skulls brand in any way. On the contrary, we're just here to market it.
So just pretending to be nasty and vicious.
Hey, we could be just as hard. Like pavement on top of pavement, or a brick on top of another brick.
Or a grave on top of a grave.
Alright. Later.
Every snowflake is like a little gift from the sky. Oh, King. I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of them. Crime fiction is about murders or burglars or things like that. And the work of a policeman. And it's kind of... You don't look much like a policeman. Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
She looks at Dick Mullen, frowning. That's not a healthy look. Check out the pose. Rigid as a stick. He couldn't even wipe his own ass. You don't want to be like that.
Muscle training is flower arrangement for men. Look at that. He isn't. It's just unhealthy.
She examines the picture closely. The Vespertine detective exhibits few signs of health or unhealth.
Poor Vitaly is no way to cop. I can take him down easy.
Sure you could, sir. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for your strength. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
Alright.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
Why keep your hands folded?
What do you mean, sir?
You can show them to me.
She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her. She doesn't want to show them. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest.
It's okay.
She brings out her reddened hands.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded?
Yes. They're for your hints.
Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
Want more? Better figure out why you bite your nails. Gotta use his mind.
She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
You're uptight because your mother and the pressure she's putting you.
Maybe so, sir. Okay, I know it's a bad habit, and I shouldn't.
Nope, this entertains you.
It was okay, sir.
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
Think so? Fine, do better. Do something about me.
You're quite sober.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit.
How do you know I'm usually not?
Not flinching. It takes effort.
Because you usually aren't.
And I'm also sad my head hurts.
I'm sorry, sir. I hope things get better soon.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring breeze. She smiles at you. The whole situation suddenly feels familiar, somehow.
Oh, the music just changed so I figured out what was actually going on? That's nuts. Anyway, just kind of faffing about right now because... Well, I mean, I'm just kind of wandering around right now. I'm not trying to advance the plot right now. It's more like... Is that because of my boombox?
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't reality. You mean I don't really know anything? I mean, I'm 50. Yeah, I don't know. What about it? I think science still does. Though some of my friends from school have actually travelled through the Pale on their trip to Windy. Not that they would know anything about.
A colourful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall. The bottles wink at you in the light. There, in that dark green glass. All in vain.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
To the left. There it is again. That spectral smell.
Haunteric.
Industrial harbor.
Oh wait, no.
It smells like heavy fuel oil. Most years of turmoil, of hopes and dreams.
Smell, dreams, and ground by the capital. From Manana.
The scent is coming from that railing. Yes, now's your chance to establish contact.
Alright.
Be easy about it. Communists have been known to charge when startled. A lorry stuck in the track. The windows up. Fumes of heavy fuel oil waft over you.
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of what...
There he is. If he was acting tough before. Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy. Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. Stories have it that there were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person.
No wonder they went bad.
But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction.
The what now?
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy. Not just any nose candy, though. We're talking Royal Philippian Blow, allegedly twice as potent as the stuff you find nowadays. And purple. Philippian cocaine was purple.
What is that?
Cocaine.
Where's Baron now?
Beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, a group of marble pleurons still surround the king's vandalized tomb. The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships. During the turn-of-the-century revolution, most historians think the coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue. Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time. A rare butterfly trapped in...
Oh, I think I see an art cop dialogue option.
Shit.
Fighting nihilistic.
People in Martinaise tend to disagree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists. Philip III, the Squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death.
Looking for something, Hunt? Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some apples. Yeah, apples? I take it you had...
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
The purity of snow always reminds me of the purity of a man's soul, if he's got principles. Ah, yes, a superpower, fear decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among, unless you don't get...
The Carabiner doesn't reply.
Right. There's nothing for you to understand here. It is not hard if you are investigating. I was 20...
The Ikeda operation was a
Okay.
7-year campaign, during which Suzerain Guillaume's army...
This is very interesting stuff, but I'm trying to get something else from you, sir.
Those days and memories are gone.
The old soldier says nothing, but when his glance quickly runs over Gaston's face, there's an odd look in his eyes.
Playing creator.
The terrain here provides an
Bullet holes.
Heavy
Artillery fire.
artillery fire.
Why what?
Thought it's really
That's what
used.
happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse.
Did you... Who the Conrads again?
Communist, social... Sadly, should
Okay.
have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda.
Why should I have
Yes,
Martinez, the beachhead?
Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Death.
Sounds
This
grim.
all is blood ground.
Blood ground.
The coalition?
Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong, officer.
That explains all the war damage.
Damn right.
He approves of this radical approach.
The rest of the...
Well,
you don't even begin to truly understand the players at the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
That's how it should be. South Socialists paving the way for a hard working class takeover.
Preposterous! Surely you... I would have preferred if they right instead. This is just what the commies wanted. This was the plan.
How's Philip the Third factor this?
It doesn't. That was
Who was this Frizzle?
He slouches as he says that.
Missing Guillaume?
King in both blood and mind.
Some manner of self-deceit is present in his thinking.
Let's act as a suzerain.
Suzerain is the king. It's no use talking to you.
An extremely inadvisable strategy against automatic weapons. Be sure not to make the same mistake.
Alright.
purity of snow always reminds me of the purity of a man's soul. If
all you observe is
Yeah. Nothing.
the purity of snow always reminds me of the purity.
as Rene turns from you to his...
Alright, how many medals are there?
The larger one is shaped like a cross, a crowned head in front of two crossed rifles. It's the Croix de Bravoure.
Yeah, even more money.
The cross was the highest battlefield decoration in suzerain's armed forces. A small blue star inside an orange sun. It has the word Valiance written below. The setting sun.
Whoa, twice in one conversation. Awesome.
Distinguished seasoned combat veterans in service of King Frizzle I during the Revolution.
Did you get them for bravery? Yes.
I'm sure, but I know this uniform's reputation. You are also wondering if I got this for raping women or killing babies.
No. I don't have a reputation of anything. Not even against war.
Son, we should never forget our past. Forgetting those times means the mistakes were for nothing.
Whoa. Sounds like you're about to open the gates of conversation. This man will literally talk your ear off if you let him wander off to memory lane.
Here we go.
For doing my duty in the heat of battle.
He saved some muddy princeling.
Save the princeling? Yes, I'm aware.
He really despises that dry sand fellow.
Pretty much.
Purple velvet tunic.
To keep the rebels were smart. They let us come real.
Pretty damn clever, I will admit.
I got shot in the left shoulder and went down. Then his
It's painful to even think about.
What did you do now?
grabbed my sidearm.
Capitaine Arnaud.
When I came to, it was all over. The Dink had taken numerous flesh wounds and lost a lot of blood. But despite missing his jaw, he seemed hesitant to die.
That's no drink, that's a fighter.
So I grabbed the Dink.
Dink, that's a fighter.
Just a miracle.
We're straight up talking to a war veteran here.
You sense he's downplaying it. He did a lot more than his duty. Duty, medals, honor, chain of command.
Why you hate him so much?
He's not a pansy. I don't like pansies.
Because he was a goddamn dandy. Royal blood alone
I see.
doesn't make army commanders.
Sounds to be modest.
The old carabinier stands quietly.
What Monseigneur Modesty is not telling you is that he crawled over 7 kilometers before the cavalrymen found him and Drison. And that even while crawling with a mangled half-dead prince on his back, he still managed to murder 3 rebels on his way.
Incredible, man.
Pride in his voice. It's deep down, but maybe even unbeknownst to
Quite impressive. It's like when they could make Revolution great once.
Maybe. Oh no.
Do not speak of what you know nothing about.
Yeah, thanks for the story. Alright.
I'm not getting into this with you again.
You should try to come up with a heroic story of your own. Impress this old soldier.
Well, that was a bit of a bust, because I genuinely have no idea what else to do. Alright, let's go to the cryptozoologist. Okay, come on.
sweetie. So nice to see you again.
Alright.
Hello, officer.
I had to chat with this kid Kuno. He promised to stop stealing the locusts.
So he was just a child.
Thank you for telling us, sweetie. This is good news, right? It means we can try again.
She acts chipper, but something's changed in her tone.
Yeah, you're right. We just need to restock the empty trap.
He has a 38-degree fever.
Darling,
Oh, no.
I told you to take it easy.
You're right, you're right.
More cardio. Let's do this.
Maybe I can still restock the traps for you. Recover quick. Go restock the trap. Let's do this.
We are getting really carried away with this, aren't we?
He wants to see this tale through as much as you. Otherwise, he'd have stopped this already.
Really? It's too much, officer.
What Morel means is we're grateful for your help.
Here's a fresh trap of locusts. They should slide right down the funnel. And thank you again.
Wow. Code is...
Alright, so I guess the next video is going to be focused on getting those locusts. But before we end it off here, I'm going to try to pass that rhetoric skill check. Or at least see what I get if I do pass it. Rene, the war veteran, the super soldier, the first Avenger, is an incredibly badass character, and I really don't like the fact that I have to skip over so much of his dialogue. Just to deal with so much of him. Just to get a thing I didn't even get.
Yeah. He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest. You were bested.
Not
sheep. Actually, neither ostriches or sheep bury their heads in the sand. It's just the same.
I'm not people.
So
it's what the keeps of.
All right. I'm gonna get that encyclopedia buff from him because why not? It's free money, free experience at this point.
Looking for something? Not
sheep. Actually, neither ostriches or sheep bury their heads in the sand. It's just the same.
Let's have something else.
Suit yourself, officer.
All right. Yeah, that's gonna be for this episode. I'll get you one day actual art degree. I will. But yeah, if you like this episode, leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Next time, we're gonna go back and take care of those locust traps. Then we'll see what else we can do to pass the time and try to get more art degree skills. No, we'll try to become a better art cop. I only have 2 checks so far. Only 2 checks so far.